What's the deal, baby? Y'all that know who it is. That big boss hog, boss dog K poke through the door. Here to talk this boxing. Y'all new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. If you're a hater, like, comment, subscribe. We don't run for no smoke. But I do pray for everybody, man. Real deal spirit. You know. We joke around on this YouTube and talk trash to each other. But it's all love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll debate anybody on when it comes to sports. It's personal. You're not gonna hear me talk. You know, and my actions guy. But it's sports, you know, it's fun. We could debate. It's barbershop talk, you know. You know how y'all be in the barbershop, you know, for those of y'all who still got hair. You know, yeah. It be some dudes that go to the barbershop, man, they just in there. You like, oh, this nigga in here. But anyway, let's talk boxing. Derrick James, okay? Got an interview by Brian Custer, and I'm really going to do multiple videos off of this interview, okay? I'm late to the party. A lot of people didn't already make content off of this. Like I said, I beat to my own drum. You know what I'm saying? I make it when I feel like it and when I got time. So, Brian Custer asked Derrick James about Terrence Crawford. You know, he basically asked how did Errol Spence and, you know, the camp feel like it about, you know, the decision that Bud Crawford made. And Derrick James just basically, to summarize it up, you know, I'm going to post a link in the description, but it's like, it wasn't a smart business deal. It wasn't smart, you know, and to summarize it up. And like I've been saying, you could be a great fighter, but not a good businessman. You know, it wasn't a good business deal, and it didn't help his brand. It did not help Bud Crawford's brand. You know what I mean? The objective, I would say the narrative or the direction that Bud should be going is up, right? He's not going up. He's like staying stagnant. And you know what I mean? You want to continue to build your profile, your brand, you know? That's why I was sitting there saying I held onto the stance of, even if it was PBC's fault or whatever fault, which we know it's not, but if it was the case, you wouldn't go fight David Avenesian. You would want to take a fight that would help solidify your brand or grow it. You know what I mean? So you will fight a Virgil or Boots. You know what I mean? Those fights. Keith Thurman. You will go try to get a fight like that. You know, since he's a boss and he sits at the table, you could go try to get a fight like that. But he didn't even try. Like, it wasn't even an option. He already had in his mind who he wanted to go fight, and that was David Avenesian. He went and looked at David Avenesian, who already had a fight schedule, and said, we fighting. And David Avenesian said, cool, I'll fight you. It's for a championship too? Bet. And I'm getting paid more than I was going to get paid over here? Bet. So, that's the problem, and that's the thing that I was saying. You know, Derrick James also said that yesterday's price ain't today's price. You know, you can't do the numbers that you did and think, oh, I'm gonna come back and ask for the same price. It's not gonna happen. And I agree. You know what I mean? Like, look, all this deals with Terrence Crawford's ego. I told y'all that. You have a fight that would have been the biggest fight in boxing. I hear Bud Buddies making excuses. Oh, ain't nobody gonna buy the pay-per-view. Terrence Crawford saying the same. Oh, nobody gonna buy the pay-per-view. Everybody gonna buy the pay-per-view. Because if Errol Spence fought David Avenesian, he would have did 300,000. He would have did 300,000 easy. You know what I mean? And he would have sold out Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Let that sink in. Errol Spence would have fought David Avenesian, he would have sold 300,000. You know? He wouldn't have did no 15,000 or 120,000, whatever they trying to report. You know, Errol would have did easy 300,000. So like I say, man, but that's because Errol Spence has built his brand. He's fought those fights. You know what I mean? He's fought those fights. And he built his brand off fights. You know, he didn't build his brand off of somebody, you know, co-signing him, you know, oh, yeah, Errol Spence's. No. Errol Spence built his brand off fights. You know what I mean? Fighting on fights, fighting those names. You know what I mean? That's how he built his brand. He fought. Nobody wanted to fight Errol Spence before that. You know, but we're not finna get into that. We're gonna stay on topic. I have to agree with Derrick James when he talks about Terrence Crawford as a brand. You know, the business aspect wasn't smart. It wasn't a good deal. Boxing, and when you, especially professional boxing, is a business, right? Terrence Crawford is a business, right? You want to continue to grow that business. It's like if I have a grocery store, right, and I'm staying in a certain area of town, but I want to grow my business, but I'm not marketing my business. I ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm not offering good service or nothing. I'm just like, yeah, nigga, yeah. Oh, okay, shut up. Take that. Oh, you complaining? Man, shut your, like, no. And that's how Bud is pretty much doing. Like, nah, y'all gonna, nah. He trying to boss hog his way, you know, and get what he want. And that doesn't work, man. It's not gonna fly. You feel me? Like, that's no. And like I say, man, Bud Crawford is a great fighter. But at this point in time, it's all about building your brand. You know, and he hasn't done that. He's getting older. He's late in his career. It's about building your brand. Now, how do you build your brand? It's fighting on fights. How do you build your brand? Is by marketing yourself. He hasn't done that. You got some people that may say, oh, man, he's building his brand. Y'all talk about him, you know, every day on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, but everybody don't got YouTube. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna, I mean, you know, and based off y'all comments, everybody don't know what the hell they be talking about on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If Bud Crawford walked down the street right now, it's people that won't even know who he is. You know what I mean? It'd be more people who know who Errol Spence is, who Daniel Garcia is, who Sean Porter is. Why? Because they fought those fights. Ugas, even Ugas. You know? It may be more people who know who Ugas is than Terrence Crawford. We got to be real. We just talk about brand. You know? Don't take away from Terrence Crawford's skills, but his brand hasn't been, you know? So, like I say, I have to 100% agree with Derrick James in saying that it was a bad decision by Terrence Crawford. I'm going to post a link in the description. We're going to make multiple videos off this interview. Boss gone.